Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk? Flawless is just in the back, yo. There he is. What you telling me, fam?
Yes, family. What are you saying, man? You good first and foremost, yeah? Everything
Yeah,
blessed.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Can't complain, my bro. Can't complain. What you saying?
Calm, all good, fam. You already know, man. Looking forward to the football over the next couple of days, still champs and that. So, yeah,
No, I
all
hear
good
it.
over here.
No, absolutely. Same, to be honest, bro. Decent game on paper today. With
Couple.
PSG and Bayern, which is supposed to be two of the best teams in Europe at the moment. So looking forward to watching that. Hopefully that game doesn't disappoint. On paper, it looks like a great game. So yeah, man, we're gonna see what go on for that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's
PSG,
one of
Bayern,
those.
Liverpool, Madrid. So, yeah, man, it should be still. Both games should be. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
the
so.
Liverpool
Anyway,
Madrid. I'm not even really, to be honest, bro. I'm not really expecting much from that game. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't really care. You know them one.
yeah,
So,
I'm not gonna lie. I hope Liverpool get packed up. And if they play like they have been, they get impacted. I need a 3-1, 4-1 Madrid or something like that. If they play
I
like
hear it.
they've been playing, and Madrid play like they've been playing, in particular the El Clasico just gone, and was it Villarreal? Yeah, they packed up Villarreal on the weekend as well. So hopefully they do the business. I'm hoping so, man. I hope they do the business. That's what it is.
No, it'll be interesting, man. It'll be interesting. Big up everyone inside. Obviously we're not playing. What the fuck is this?
I heard this. Someone mentioned
what?
this. I've heard this, but I don't know how true
Hold
it
on a
is.
minute. What do you
I've
mean,
heard
bro?
this. I've heard this, but I don't know, man. I don't know about all that, yo.
Bro, listen, it explains a lot, but come on, bro. Like, why is this even news, cuz?
See that they
Like, why
say
is this even news?
dissimulation. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think people are taking this obrigado tax too far, man.
Yeah,
I think they
like,
are. I think people
what is
are
this,
going a bit too far, man. Surely,
Yeah,
if they,
bro, listen, let's just hope that that's bullshit, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, listen, if that's true, yeah, like, hey, bro, I can't lie. Another reason to sack this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So, nah, bro, this is incredible. Bro, please.
I believe it when one of them says it. Like that's what that is. Like
I
that
hope it's
sounds.
fake, innit?
That's jokes.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't think it is, man. I think people are just putting 2 and 2 together and getting 75. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
hope it's fake, innit? Because that's not the kind of stuff that you want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bad enough, yeah, that this bread's playing. But if there is actually truth to that, it's nasty work. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's just hope that that's not the case, innit? But we got enough things to worry about at our club, man. Obviously we got Tottenham on the weekend, yeah, and I don't know. I've had Lewis and I've also had Don.
Yeah.
Basically, tell me that what I watched on the weekend, yeah, wasn't what I watched in it. So, that bro, did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched.
Tell me that wasn't one of the shittiest games you've ever seen, bro. Because
unfortunately, I did watch it.
because
I
bro,
didn't
from their
pay for it,
breakdown,
and I want my money back. That's how I feel
bro,
watching
from
that
their
game.
breakdown, yeah, Chelsea were great, yeah. They pressured the shit out of Tottenham and didn't allow Tottenham to play, bro. That's what they said to me, innit? When I was watching it, it looked like two shit teams having a shit off blood. You know what I mean?
Here's what you
That's
have
what
to
it looked
realize.
like, bro. That's what it looked like. And a man are telling me that I'm salty because I can't see what Chelsea did well, bro. But it was fucking horrible, that game.
It was horrible to watch, yes. And what you have to realize with Chelsea fans, and I've noticed this, whether it's content creators, whether it's their fans as well, when they do well, they are the kings of gassing it up. They are the guys. Like when it comes to they are. Shout out to Lewis because that's bro for life. He is Paul Heyman in this space, man. Like the way he's able to gas up what Chelsea does, and their fan base is like that, and because their era of fans have been through the most successful. They've got so much energy for praising their team and all these type of things. So yeah, man, like that's how it is. But no, they didn't. Granted, Spurs do that to everyone. I'm sure you spoke to your bro about it off air. They've been horrible. Football wise, Spurs have been terrible. Like,
bro, they was shit, cuz like
they've been lost for the
real, when I was watching that, yeah, I couldn't believe how bad they were, bro. Like, it's
that's
like,
Spurs,
bro, they didn't even try. That's what it looked like. It looked like they didn't even try, innit? Man are telling me that Chelsea pressed well and all these other things. But bro, personally, yeah, like if I watch a football game and I feel like one team, yeah, is bullying the other team and stopping the other team from playing, I feel like I understand the game well enough, yeah, to identify that. I saw a very shit Tottenham team, bro. And if it's the case that Chelsea played really well, yeah, and it just slipped under the radar, yeah.
They didn't play really well, but they didn't have to because Spurs are that bad.
Precisely, but
They
this is what I'm
didn't
trying to
have
say.
to. Like Chelsea had to do the bare minimum to get at Spurs. Spurs are not gonna cause you many problems going the other way. They haven't done that. Go and check their previous games. Like people will talk, oh, they beat Everton. I watched that game. They scored 2 set pieces and did very little else. They've been playing this way, but because they had a good start, people overlooked it. Results-based analysis. Me and you as Manchester United fans know all about that. Whereas 100%. If you're winning and playing, if you're winning, that automatically means you're playing well. If you're losing, that automatically means you're playing badly. Spurs have been playing this way. Shout out to my guy Jez, the Spurs fan who I work with on a regular. He's been criticizing Spurs from the start. Yeah, he's been saying this though. Even when they was winning, he's been like, yo, flawless, we're awful. He's like, and I'm like, are you sure? Because you're winning games and getting clean sheets. He's like, trust me, it's that bad. And then obviously now the results have gone the other way. Fans have started criticizing it. He's been like, yo, give me a goal from without a set piece. Like people will talk about Arsenal a lot in regards to set pieces. Spurs have been like that a hell of a lot as well. A lot of their goals have been from 100%. Set pieces. And then outside of that, it's been Kudus' magic. But yeah, they're not good to watch, man.
Yes, it's a bit weird. That's what I mean, man. Man said, yeah, they had an XG of that, yeah, and we know that Chelsea ain't really known for their defense like that. So I don't know why man are making out that the reason why Spurs were that bad is because Chelsea were that good, bro. Personally, I didn't see it, innit? So it's one of them ones where if that is the case, yeah, and Chelsea were really good, then we need to watch out for Spurs then.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
If we lose to Spurs, that's on us.
No, but
if
bro,
we lose to Spurs, I'm gonna be livid.
No, but we need to look out for Spurs, bro, because bro, if Chelsea were that good, yeah, that they made Spurs look shit, then maybe Spurs aren't shit, bro. Like maybe we should genuinely be worried about Tottenham, bro, because this is the way that these men are chatting. The way that these Chelsea men are chatting is making me think, hold on, maybe Spurs are decent.
You understand as well as Chelsea Spurs, that rivalry is different. So they are gonna and they always beat them. So they're always gonna overgas it because it's a win against Spurs. Granted, João Pedro should have scored a couple. Should have scored it. He missed the sitter. Gittins missed the sitter at the end. But other than that, there were really nothing in the game. Like I won't say there's nothing to worry about against Spurs because we're us. And Manchester United are capable of losing against anybody and making anybody look good. But if we lose to Spurs, something's gone wrong even at their place. And we owe these man. Because we ain't beat them in like 3 years. So we actually owe giving these men a defeat. Same way we won at Anfield for the first time in nearly 10 years. Same way we beat Brighton for the first time at OT in 3 years. We need to now put this to bed against Spurs. And that'd be a good run of results. The last 4 since Sunderland. So yeah, it'd be 5. If we get 4, we get 4 wins from 5. With that running we've had, I go, hey, excellent return.
100%. But based on what you saw against Chelsea, like, bro, I'll be real, yeah. Like, man, I'm gonna say on paper our draw's a good result, but bro, like, how are we gonna keep? But that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not a good result. But I don't put anything past us, though, Rants. That's what it is. My biggest issue and with Manchester United is Manchester United. It's not the opposition. Like I was having this discussion. Shout out to Saeed. I was on his channel on Sunday. Me, Double A, Ash was having this. And Saeed was talking about our next 5 games, Everton, West Ham, Palace, and how these are wins and we can get 4 out, we can win 3 out of these 5 or 4 out of these 5. And I'm like, I don't trust us. It's not about the opposition. The biggest problem for Manchester United is Manchester United, in particular the manager and in particular some of the players, because we should have beat Forest. Even though we didn't play well in the game, we should have beat Forest. And we didn't. The
wickedest thing is, yeah, like not only did we not play well, yeah, but what I don't like about the Forest situation is, yeah, Manchester United fans moving the fucking goalposts. All of a sudden, a draw away to Nottingham Forest is a good result. They're man in the relegation zone, blood. Like, what are we doing? Do you know what I'm saying? These men are talking about Forest of last season, yeah? They're talking about Forest of last season as the barometer as to whether it's a good result or not. So, I'm trying to gauge, yeah? If we get a draw at Spurs away, yeah? A man going to try and tell me it's a good result off the back of the fact that them man got smoked by Chelsea, yeah? Chelsea didn't get out of first gear, smoked them, should have won 4-5-0, bro. Like, which one is it, bro? Because the way I'm looking at it, this is a game we should be winning, bro.
Agreed. I agree with that, but of course they'll move the goalposts, yes. If we draw the game, it will be, look at what Chelsea did to Spurs. Look at where Spurs are in the league. Look at their clean sheets. They're tough to break down, etc., and all of these things. That's what it will be. But if we win, it'll be a fantastic win. We've won 4 out of our last 5. Apologize to Amarim, and all this type of stuff. Like I said, even though we didn't play, and this is my biggest issue with Manchester United, even though we didn't play well in the game, we should have 3 bad minutes cost us that game. 3 bad minutes cost us that game. If we eliminate those 3 minutes and we defend just better from there, we win the game not playing well. But again, our managers, we know, is not going to influence that. We are going as far. This is back to individual brilliance FC. We will go as far as our better players take us, in Bremo, Cunha, etc. That's where we're at, and that's a problem. That it should be the individual brilliance should be an addition, but we can't rely on the system. We can't rely on tactics. We can't rely on the manager to make the changes. He said it himself after the game. He said, "I was hoping that one of our players that was off his game would do something."
But that was quite obvious from watching it that that's what the fucking game plan was. Do you know what I'm saying? Because his tactics, yeah, and his outlook on the game was, listen, in my opinion, I've got my best available players on the pitch, so we're just gonna let them figure it out.
Yeah.
There was no tactical changes, there was no personnel changes, and the thing is, after conceding 2 goals in 3 minutes, yeah, you would think that that would spur on a tactical change, and it just didn't.
No, it didn't. Yeah, absolutely not. And I credit the players, because I was thinking, all right, we're gonna fold here even more, because at the start of the half, my bro Sheik was saying, hey, don't fold, because we started off the second half poor. We ended up then conceding. 5 minutes later, we're 2-1 down. Okay, don't concede a third, don't concede a fourth. Credit, we didn't do that. But then when you're looking for your gaffer to offer something to the team to help, that's what you're there for. When players are playing well, I've been saying this, that's easy to manage. When Bremo and Cunha, for example, I just use those 2 are on it, chances are you're going to win most matches if they're both on it. Even if one of them, but if both of them are on it, you're going to create, you're going to score. Adding Ahmad, adding Sesko, adding Bruno, adding Casemiro, you're probably going to win most matches, in particular in the state of the Premier League in which it's in. What happens when those players are not playing well? That's where you earn your money. Like you mentioned, I've mentioned it. Tactical change, personnel change, or both. And you did nothing. All you did was change a centre-back for a centre-back and change the wing-back for a wing-back. They was your 2 personnel changes, and there was nothing. Our attack was poor the entire game as a unit. And defensively, outside of that 3 minutes, we actually did all right. Because I've seen a clip going around on Twitter, and people was like, look at the amount of chances Forest created against us. It was like 3 minutes. And I watched it, and I'm like, these are not good chances. On the flip side,
they're not good chances.
Yeah,
like, but you know what it is? You know what it is, though? The first half, Forest created some decent chances, and De Ligt and Luke Shaw, were just tidying up, bro. Like, and it's one of them ones. They were putting out the fires just before they were about to catch in it. So because of that, it looked like we were more comfortable than we were, innit? It looked a lot more comfortable, but had we conceded early on here before we scored, because it looked like there was a possibility that we could have conceded, it's a different game, bro, because we weren't on top when we scored.
No,
we weren't on top, bro. So when you're away from home and you score a goal against the run of play, the first thing I was like is, yo, we need to see this till half time. We did that. But then we come out and get fucking peppered in the first 10 minutes of the second half, bro. And it undoes all of the good work of the first half.
Yeah, it's the first, all of it. The first 5.
That you know, if you go in at 1-0 down, 1-0 up against a team away from home, you know the first 15 minutes of the second half, after the team talk and maybe some tactical changes or substitutions, you're going to be under the cosh. You know that.
Well, absolutely. And that's where the game management kicks in. And that's where my criticism of the players kicks in. That's where the criticism of the manager kicks in, because you don't know this.
Yeah.
You don't know. Manage the game. Hit the deck. You know what I'm saying? In that. Fake an injury. You know what I'm saying? Lemens hit the deck. Oh, cramp. Oh, my leg. Whatever the case may be. Slow the pace of the game down. We know that. In particular, after they scored the equalizer, that's when you definitely do it. Like, all right, they've got back in this. We're still in a situation where we can go on and win this game. Kill the clock. Our game management, and it ties back into what I always speak about, our decision making from the manager and the players as a team as a whole. We just don't manage games well, and we've seen that. Brighton, we've seen that. Liverpool, we've seen that at points. Granted, there's situations we're not used to being, because we're not used to being up in games. The Liverpool game and the Brighton game in particular, because we're normally chasing games. This is a new thing for this team. It sounds crazy saying it as a Manchester United fan.
They've never had to manage the game from in front.
Because it's easy to throw caution to the wind when you're a goal down, or it's equal and you're at home. Hey, let's just flood the box and go forward. But now the onus is on Forest. All right, how do we deal with this? And it is terrible. Yeah, and people blaming United Strand because of his hair thing is crazy. How about just win 5 games? How about go there?
Yeah, but bro, this is how I know, this fan base is cooked, bro. Like, why are we talking about a brother, that for whatever reason, it might be for banter, it might be for clicks, it could be for whatever. He's allowed to do whatever he wants, innit? Why are we talking like a brother not getting a haircut is affecting the performances of our players, bro? Like, do you know how insulting that is, especially to the players? Because what, you think these men are that weak-willed, and weak-minded that these men, do you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the game, they're worrying about a man's hairstyle, bro? Like, the man really think that when we went 2-1 down, the man were thinking, oh shit, my man's haircut's on the line. Is that what they was thinking in the middle of the game? Like, are we gonna be fucking serious for a moment?
Yeah, we need to be, and that's what, and that's where it is, and more so that's on fans blaming him and talking about it. No, it's just a testament to actually how bad we've been. And I reckon he probably just started it off as jokes and bants because we were that bad. It's like, all right, cool, 5, and then it's like it kind of caught on fire. Like, all right, but it goes to show how people love to talk about things that have very little bearing or no bearing on what's actually going on the pitch. All this off the pitch stuff.
Yeah, because it takes accountability. It takes accountability away from the club. You know them ones, like you claim to be a fan of the club, but you don't want to hold these guys accountable, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the maddest thing is, because if you're gonna hold the club accountable, unfortunately, you're gonna have to hold the manager accountable. And this fan base seems fucking allergic, bro.
No,
you know what I'm saying? They seem allergic, to holding managers accountable, And it's one of them ones where it's something that's been an ongoing thing with this fan base, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's actually, to the detriment of the club.
We've watched this. Like, literally the entire time we've been working together. And even before that, when man's watching you, before I knew you, we've spoken about, or you've spoken about, managers not being held accountable. Whether it's now with Amorim, whether it's Ten Hag, whether it's Oli, whether it's Mourinho, it's never the manager's fault. It's never, ever. Because for whatever reason, there's this unhealthy attachment, and it's, oh, we back the manager regardless. We don't criticize. So when things are going well, like when we won 3 games, it was, oh, look at Amorim. His tactics are working. The system's not a problem. You lot apologize. All this nonsense. But then when we draw, it's not his fault. It's the guy who needs to get his hair. The guy who is looking to get a haircut, it's his fault. Or it's this.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. These men went from all the men that were blaming Amorim for Man United's form, literally need to apologize. And I told you so. To a draw away from home at Nottingham Forest, and we're blaming a man's afro, blood.
Ridiculous, man.
No, bro, this is the fan base. This is why I'm saying, I assume that we're battering Tottenham on the weekend. I assume that because the way these men are talking, we're smoking them.
Yeah, then I don't, because they'll sit in low block, be defensively. So I think it'll be very similar to the Forest game. I think it goes that way because of how Thomas Frank sets up. Because Thomas Frank, that is just Brentford, like what he's done. It is, there.
But I just don't see what attack Tottenham have.
Oh, they don't have no attack. I'm saying draw.
I don't see what attack they have to do us anything based on all the noise from these Man United fans. We should smoke these lot.
Yeah. I think that concerns me about them, the set pieces. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, but listen, like, I'll be honest, like seeing Spurs play football, and knowing, the players that we have available, I believe if this game is coached properly, this is a game that we should win comfortably. We should do. And if we don't, I don't want to hear nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the problem with these man is, them man, 1 minute we're shit, 1 minute they're talking because it's funny, like, man will turn around. Like, when Faz was doing the bullshit, he's the same brother, If you asked him at the start of the season, where Man United should be finishing, man's talking about, the manager hasn't been backed and this, that, and the other. Bro, man was talking down the thing. Do you know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, all of a sudden, the man them that wanted Amorim out, are in the wrong. So we're smoking Tottenham on the weekend, bro. Say it with chest.
There's an expectation level. I don't know what.
Bro,
Obviously, we know what Faz is doing.
But there has to be an expectation, bro, because my thing is, you can't downplay, the ability of the players and the manager, to get results, and then when they get a few results, be like, I told you, lot. Like, how does that work?
But you're asking them to be balanced and level-headed and logical. Like,
how does that work?
Do that.
Do you know what I mean? Because if you believed in them, you would have placed them higher up in the first place. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't get to say, oh, you know what? Manager weren't backed. He needed this, he needed that. And then be like, oh, see, I told you to believe in him. Like, hold on, bro.
And these things
that wasn't the argument. Because you never said, yo, the manager hasn't been backed, our recruitment's not been good, but he's a top manager. He can get us this. Now, you never said that.
No, you weren't said. No. But you're just showing the inconsistencies in the argument. We know the argument's inconsistent because it took him, like Zlatan just said, 36 games to win 3 in a row.
Yeah.
All of the stats tell you opposite. The eye test tells you the opposite of him being a good manager.
Man are gonna tell us to apologize to him though, bro.
Yeah, I know. And I always say the same thing when people say that to me. Come say that to me on my channel after a loss.
Yeah.
When we lose, pull up and ask me to apologize.
Yeah.
And no, it never happens. We drew against Forest and then people disappear.
But this is the issue, bro. Like it's too reactionary either way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the sample size is big enough now, with the poor performances and the poor results, for people to make an informed opinion because it's been way, way, way more bad than it has been good. And even when it's been good with an asterisk beside it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even the results that we've got recently, there's been an asterisk beside all the results for me because there's been key moments in games that have just gone for us, bro. And of course, that's going to happen for every team. You could say there's been key moments for every club this season where things have gone for them. You look at the Arsenal-Liverpool game, the fucking free kick. You know what I'm saying? You could say that, that's a moment that went for Liverpool in the game where the game could have gone either way. If Arsenal attacked them, maybe they could have beat Liverpool because Liverpool weren't great in that game. You know what I'm saying? So you could look at that as a moment that just went for them. You know what I mean? Like every team's had moments in the season where things have gone for them. It tends to happen for everyone.
No, it does. Absolutely.
But until you keep getting consistent results, I can always put it down to moments, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because until you do it repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly, why should I believe in you, bro? Man United haven't shown me enough, for me to believe in, bro. You know what I mean? They've only started winning games, in the last 3 weeks, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? The last 3 weeks.
Trust me, I'm with you on that. Hence why I am not confident going into any game. I said it just before. I don't trust us. Our biggest obstacle in my mind is Manchester United because I don't trust the players and I trust even less the managers. Let me rephrase that. I don't trust some of the players. Some of the players I trust. And I'm like, you're going to perform week in, week out more often than not to a good level. The likes of a De Ligt and Euro, for example. And on top of that, I don't trust the manager. So when I don't trust the manager, I don't believe he's going to make up for the deficiencies of any player not playing well or the team not playing well in any instance, which brings us down a few levels. Like if it's 100%. Going wrong at Spurs, I think with a better manager, we beat Forest.
Yeah,
genuinely,
I agree.
I think we beat Forest.
Not only do we beat Spurs with a better manager, but I would argue, that with a better manager, you expect them to beat
my
Spurs.
expectation.
Like, it's not even a question.
Yeah, because we've discussed this. The reason why I don't have United higher up, my prediction is large in part due to the manager. If we had a better manager, I am much more confident about United doing more this season. As much as it's great beating Liverpool and beating Brighton, etc., I'm not forgetting Grimsby. I'm not forgetting City and Fulham and Brentford and Forest. I'm not just going to eliminate them from my mind. People say, oh, that's the past, but want to talk about the good. Like, no, I'm going to look at it overall, and it's been way more bad than it has been good. Prove me wrong. Go batter Spurs and then come back on the international break and go on a run. Because we got West Ham at home, Everton at home, I think Palace away, but we got Wolves away. We got, quote unquote, again, I use this term loosely because I don't think we have them, favorable fixtures. But people would have said Fulham away, Brentford away, and Forest away are favorable fixtures, and we got 2 points from 9.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say, and this is what I mean about the constant adjustment and movement of goalposts. Do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to this team, bro, because those are the games. Yeah, if somebody put the fixture list in front of you, those are actually the games that you would have not guaranteed, but you would have said, yeah, those are probably the games where you expect 3 points.
Yeah, absolutely. But my expectation is so low of the team. That's where it is, even though it's high. Like I say, me and Saeed always like go back and forth about it because he's like, why don't you expect more? And it's like, it's not because I don't rate the team like that. The manager's the major issue. I think he's dreadful. He's genuinely awful. Like, I think he's an absolutely massive detriment to what we have going on. I think he's one of the worst managers in the league. You know, when's the last time I can look at it and I go, oh, he did something in a game to win of the game?
Yeah.
Like,
this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, we've won games in spite of him, in spite of his substitutions. Multiple second halves have been ruined, by his in-game management, bro. You know what I mean? Multiple of them. So I don't know what man are talking about, and this is facts. We don't know. Not only do we not know what we're gonna see, week to week, but the way man are celebrating winning 3 games in a row, bro. Like man said, Aston Villa started the season terribly, bro. I think they didn't have. I think they hadn't scored a goal after like 3 games or something like that. And then they went on to win 4 games in a row, and nobody spoke about it.
Because it's the expectation of a manager with the team that he has.
Just win the games you're supposed to fucking win, bro. That's why no one's celebrating them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Man United winning 3 games in a row, like what? So what? Like, man are going on like they discovered water or something like that, bro. Like, I just don't understand it, bro.
Now I get it because people want to people don't want to admit they're wrong. That's where it comes from. Because they've backed this horse so much and they've backed this process, people don't want to admit it and go, hey, you know what? We called this wrong. You know what it's like? Like, we've seen this film before. We've seen it with Ten Hag's the prime example of it. People backed him. I've noticed the parallels in regards to the conversation surrounding both of these managers. People just don't want to admit they was wrong. That's all this stems from. Like, yeah, he's awful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
but the mad thing is, bro, if you don't want to be wrong, more than you want to see the team do well, then you're a fucking moron. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
But that's one thing I realized being in this space. That's a lot of fans.
But this is what I mean.
Hey, I hold my hands up anytime and go, hey, you know what? I called that wrong. I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think Amorim was going to be this bad. No chance. I was happy we got him. I thought, going to be a good gaffer. You know what I'm saying? Has the tools to level up. You know what I'm saying? And be elite. No, he can't be. So you know what? All right, it's time to move him on. It's fine. Same way getting in that relationship, you think you're gonna be with that girl for life, and you realize she a dickhead. You know, you do.
But bro, like, bare man have been in that situation. Do you know what I mean? And if you get in that situation, I'm not gonna laugh at you and say, "Ha ha, you thought that was the one, innit?" Bro, shit happens. Charge it to the game.
Facts. Imagine I tell you, Rants, I met this girl, fire, and then 2 months later, I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. You're gonna be like, all right.
That's it. Cool. Say no more. We keep it moving. I'm not gonna be like, ha ha, you got it wrong, blood. It's like, what? Do you know what I mean? That don't even make no sense. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is what I mean about these football fans. They're like, oh my days, you backed Amorim. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you was excited when he came in. Cool. You was excited when you got that girl's number, bro, and now she's blocked. You see what I'm saying? like, bro, life comes at you fast, bro.
Life comes at you fast, didn't it?
Come on, bro. When you drew the number, you was gassed, bro. Man was up until 3 a.m. chatting to this gal, and now she's blocked.
Yeah,
so, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? This is the problem with these guys, bro. They don't know how to apply real life to football. This is why this space is mad, because this space is full of idiots, bro. Because it's like, man trying to compare things that don't need to be compared, and the lack of logic that is used when analyzing football is crazy, bro.
It's astounding, man.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine laughing at our brother for being optimistic about something new, blood, about change, bro. Like, who isn't? Like, right, you got a new job. You was excited for your new job. Oh, your manager's a prick. Yeah, you didn't know that when you just started.
But the job looked fantastic. You looked at the job specification. You look at the wage. You was like, all right, cool. This is close to my yard. Did all this type of stuff. Let me do, and it doesn't. And it turns out that it wasn't it. Same way with Amorim. We looked at previously what he had done and went, all right, you can level up. Like, he had done very, very well at sport, and I don't take that away from him. He came to Manchester United. It's not worked out. He's been found out. Same way Thomas Frank at Spurs. We all looked at him at Brentford and went, hey, you know what? You deserve a better job. And he's got a better job and it's going south. And we've seen Graham Potter, we've seen that happen too as well. Graham Potter was the guy at Brighton. Best manager outside the big six and got the Chelsea job and it went south.
Bro, it's never gotten as good as it did since then. You know them ones. Like, what, you're going to laugh at Graham Potter for taking a punt on himself? Do you know what I'm saying? And believing himself and trying at Chelsea and it didn't work out. And then trying at West Ham and it didn't work out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to say, you thought it's going to work out, bro. That's life, bro.
Facts. Because some managers, what people don't understand is some managers are built for certain levels. That's why. Some managers are top tier GOAT gaffers. Some managers are A-star, Hall of Fame, sit there. Then you have some who are A-level, and then you have some who are B, and so forth, C, etc., wherever you want to place them. Some managers, guess what, are just good for mid-table clubs. You want to be a solid Premier League mid-table club and play decent football, get good enough results, etc. Work with what you have, you're good. You know who that is? David Moyes. That has been David Moyes' entire career. He did it at Everton. He did it at West Ham, and he's now back at Everton doing the same thing. They'll finish somewhere between 8th and 12th. And
that's the level of club that he belongs at.
And that's Moyes.
With his skill set and with how he likes to do things. Absolutely. That clubs in that area of the table suit everything that he's trying to do, bro, because there's just enough pressure, but not too much. Just enough resources, just enough everything. That's his level.
And that's his level. And we've seen him excel.
That's okay.
He went West Ham, we're in trouble, survived relegation, win them a Conference League. That's Moyes. Not everybody is, you know what I'm saying? And then you have some managers who are above that, who you look at and go, all right, you're A-level. Like a Diego Simeone, for example. What he's done at Atletico over a long stretch of time is incredible. Man, I think he picked up 2 La Ligas, probably got a Copa del Rey, been to a few Champions League finals, etc. He's not Pep, but he's Diego Simeone. He's good to a certain level. Yeah, when it comes to that level right there. And then below that is probably an Emery, for example. If you want to be top 6 Europa League, guess what? That's your guy. Hence why he works at Villa. Go look at his positions that he's finished at Villa. So it's like people don't realize these things, just that United are looking for that top 1% of that top 1%, which is very tough to find. Like Ferguson's are just not out here. There's no Sir Matt Busby's just out here in terms of level just rolling around. That's very, very tough to accomplish. And
but looking for a Sir Alex Ferguson is like looking for a Lionel Messi, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But people don't use logic. They think every manager can be Ferguson. Yeah. Like, we don't think every player can be fucking Eric Cantona or Wayne Rooney. Yeah, and if you do, you're a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And this is what I mean about United fans' logic. They're fools, blood. They don't use the same logic, bro, because they're like, they'll all say, yo, Ferguson's the best manager of all time. All right, then. So why are you treating everyone like Ferguson, bro?
Yeah, don't treat everyone like Ferguson.
Because, bro, if he's the best of all time, bro, like, so, all right, cool. So some of you lot, some man might say Rooney, some man might say Ronaldo, some man might say whatever name, some man might say Scholes. You don't treat every midfielder like Scholes.
No.
So why do you treat every manager like Ferguson, bro?
Make it make
like,
sense.
Are you fucking stupid? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make no sense. Because if he's the greatest, well, you're going to treat every manager like they're the greatest, or do they have to earn that?
Earn that, exactly. It's like people don't realize that and people try and use Ferguson and, he was bad in his first few years. Granted, first and foremost, it was 1986. So let's just get that. It was the 80s, people. So this is long before me, Rants, and the vast majority of you lot watching this were about. Secondly, go and check his resume before. People act like he didn't have an absolutely incredible resume before
he got here. If Amarim almost never saved him. You know what I'm saying?
And that almost, if Matt Robbins don't score that goal in the FA Cup, whole different conversation.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
Look at his resume.
So you turn around and say how great he was, but then with the same breath, it's like, we're going to give everyone the same leeway that we gave him. Why? Because he earned that. He earned the patience by being successful, elsewhere, and he had that CV, bro. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? He had that CV, and also people overplayed down, how bad his first season was, blood. They're going on like he had an Amarim season.
Did we not finish? Was it not second? I could be wrong. No, it was. I swear it was.
Brother, his first season, I think, it wasn't second. I think it was like 4th or something like that. but
Okay.
it wasn't 15th.
Yeah, it wasn't two. It wasn't. I doubt he failed to win 2 games in a row the entire time.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what are we doing? Man are going on like man finished 15th, bro. Say 5th or something. Yeah, 5th, bro.
5th? Okay.
Now,
right,
either way, 4th, 5th. Van Gaal finished 5th. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He finished second in his second year. So Van Gaal finished 5th year and got sacked, bro. 5th with the FA Cup and got sacked. Do you see what I'm saying? Man are going on like he finished 15th.
Yeah.
15th. Like, bro, like, what is this crap, bro? Like, imagine, yeah, finishing outside the top 4 at a time where the top 4 wasn't a thing, yeah, and your job was on the line.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And your job was on the line. So this motherfucker finished 15th and lost the European title to the Spuds, yeah. A man is saying, "Oh, back him with what, blood?" Do you understand what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
like, I'm just like, hold on, like, where are we going?
And what makes it even crazier than that is people don't understand why you don't back him. That's what makes it even wilder to me. They don't even see the other
because you don't support the club. If you don't treat every manager like they're Sir Alex Ferguson, then you're not a real fan. This is the rhetoric.
It's ridiculous. Do
you know what I mean? This is the rhetoric, you know? The rhetoric is if you don't treat every manager like the greatest manager of all time, then you're not a good fan. So if you don't treat every left winger like Ryan Giggs, if you don't treat every fucking centre mid like Paul Scholes, and you don't treat every striker like Rooney, you're not a true Man United fan, because this is what you must do.
Like, them man were incredibly talented, hence why we backed them. We didn't back them because we liked them. We didn't back them because
that's what I'm saying. Man are going on like man were backing Ryan Giggs, yeah, because man liked his hair, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
No. He was on smoke, hence why we backed him, and we still rate him to this day. He was on smoke and helped us win matches. We gave these players time,
and we rated these players because they earned it by putting in performances. Do you know what I'm saying? And the same goes for the manager, and the same goes for everyone else, bro. You have to earn the right to be anywhere in life here. When you're operating at the elite level, you have to earn your stay, bro.
Yes.
You don't get to just coast, bruv. This manager is coasting at Manchester United, bro. When you've got a win rate, yeah, of like 30-something%, yeah, you're coasting, bro.
30%. That means you win every 10 games, you win 3. Jesus Christ. 3 from 10. Imagine, hey, I've said this before, man. Whoever's watching this right now, go to your boss, or if you are a boss, and think, and ask your boss, if I completed 3 tasks out of every 10 you gave me, would I still have a job by the end of the week? And would you employ someone that's like that? For those that are bosses out here, if you put someone on a probation period and every 10 tasks you give them, they complete 3, and they don't even complete them as well. And this is over a long period of time. All right, man.
No, but the wickedest thing is, yeah, November, we're in November now, so it's been a calendar year since this brother's been here, innit?
Yeah.
And it's like, in a normal job, yeah, probation's 3 months, innit?
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? Like, some jobs, they might give you a 6-month probation. That's a piss take anyway. 6 months is crazy. But either way,
you're getting over
after 6 months, he hadn't done enough. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, football's the only job, yeah, where you don't use normal logic in life. Because if you went to any job and you was the worst that they've ever seen, yeah, you're not making 3 months. Imagine you go into a company, bro, like you're fucking up business deals. Do you know what I'm saying? You're fucking up meetings. You're losing the company money. They're not gonna say, "Oh, bro, you know what? We need to keep him for a year, bro, and see how he's gonna
see what he does." What? Yeah, see what he does. No, you're out of there. What are we talking about?
Bro? We're gonna see. You know what? Like, he done well at his last job, so we're gonna see if he improves. Brother, you've lost me money. You've lost me clients. You've lost me all these other things. But wait, do you know what I'm saying? Because he did well at his other job, so we're just gonna wait and see.
So we're gonna give him time. We're gonna give him time. Where's to Riley Freeman, man? What part of the game is that? What are we doing? What
crazy,
we doing?
You know?
Like, again, watch him underperform, and then people will criticize a Rants or Saeed or whoever and go, "Oh, you lot are the problem. My man not cutting his hair because we can't win 5 games in a row. He's the problem," type of thing, rather than holding manager and players accountable. What phases the employee, and again, the logic goes out the window. Like, emotions take over. It's ridiculous the way emotions take over. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's actually shocking, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's actually shocking. Like, the fact is, at Tottenham, there's already Tottenham fans already questioning Thomas Frank, and the wickedest thing is, Tottenham do not even have the history that Manchester United have. You've already got Tottenham. You've already got Tottenham fans already questioning Frank. And the funny thing is, yeah, they're not even being they're not being serious. If you look at the players that Frank actually has available with all the injuries that Spurs have, yeah, that's a shit team anyway, bro. Like, I'll be honest, like a lot of these Tottenham men are they're overrating their players, yeah, for the fact that they're a team that's not used to having good players for very long. You know them, man. Like, they're not used to it. So on paper, because their team looks all right, yeah, they're like, nah, we're better than this. You're really not.
Now, the thing, the problem is with Spurs fans, well, some Spurs fans will have is, even though the individuals are not there from an attacking standpoint, what we talk about with Amorim, Frank's doing nothing to impact it. He's not.
But he's got no one, though.
Anything. Yo, just sit deep, try hit on the counter.
Yeah, but he don't have no one, bruv. I'll be honest, yeah, the way that Frank wants to play, yeah, like, he'll set you up well defensively, but, bro, like, if you're shit, bro. Like, man are saying Tottenham players are decent. They're not decent, bro. Like, they're not, fam. I'll be honest. It's one of them ones where I think, you know what it is?
Go on.
People are underestimating, yeah, the level of coaching, yeah, that's available in the Premier League. And they're also underestimating the general level of player, yeah, in the Premier League. The thing is, in the Premier League, yeah, I don't think there's a big difference, yeah, between the really best players and the worst players. I think the gap is smaller than people realize. Whereas in the Liga, the difference between a fucking Lamine Yamal and someone else is major, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're saying, yo, who's the best player in the Premier League right now? It's like, bruv, who knows? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, I'll be honest, there ain't no fucking standout players in the Premier League where I'm like, bro, like, these men are fucking, they're unbelievable, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not, like, I'll be honest. That's like, when I'm looking at the Premier League right now,
you got Liverpool performing poorly and they would have some of the better players.
Bro, them man were telling me Isak was the best striker in the league. He's pants. Do you know what I mean? So, like, how was them man telling me that? Do you know what I'm saying? He's pants, bro. So it's one of them ones. And if man are saying Rodri and Erling are the two best players in the league, how come they both play for Man City, but Man City aren't the favourites for the league? Why they're not the favourites? These men have Odebear, yeah? Odebear's a decent player, but nobody's saying, yo, we should have signed Odebear. No one.
Definitely not.
Fucking, what's his name? Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, Brennan Johnson. Yeah, he's not.
Brennan pants. Do you know what I'm saying? Solanke, pants. Man, don't rate that guy. Solanke is a bottom half of the table striker at best, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Solanke ain't a top half of the table centre forward. I don't care who you are. Like, none of the big teams. If you're a Newcastle, even if you're Aston Villa, you ain't trying to sign Solanke, bro. Like, he's a bottom half of the table striker that costs 60 million, bro. Like, Kolo Muani, I don't rate, blood.
I'll rate Kolo Muani. I don't rate Kolo Muani.
Richarlison is hot and cold, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? When Richarlison's hot, he's a handful, but most of the time he's cold, fam. Like, Tottenham ain't got ballers like that, bro. Their best players, technically, are Kulusevski and Maddison, and they're both injured, bro.
They are?
Do you know what I'm saying? And they got two decent centre-backs, but that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I like Jed Spence. Jed Spence is a good player. Do you know what I'm saying? But man, I'm talking about Jed Spence like he's world class and that, bro. No, he's a good Premier League fullback.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But so is Olaena. Good Premier League fullback. Do you know what I mean? But these man ain't, there's no danger of them getting anywhere near world level. They're not that level.
No.
So
I think it just stems from with Thomas Frank and Spurs is just people as bad as some of the players are, because some of the players are not good.
Man, I'm saying Adogie's good, like, bro. Adogie's a decent player. But he's just decent, bro. He's just a good athletic left back. But Odogie's no better than the fucking Fulham left back.
He's a good fullback, though. I rate him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. People wouldn't have said Udogie was better than that scrub Kirkes until he went to Liverpool.
But this is where systems matter, though, because we see the difference in Kirkes at Bournemouth and Kirkes.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, Flawless. So, man think ballers are better than they are. But the reality is, there's not much between all of these players, bro. Like,
in regards to systems, do remain key, and I think Spurs fans' issue with Frank.
Brother, who's looking at Spurs, and saying, Rah. Man need to go get what's his name? The Uruguayan centre mid, bro. What's his name?
Oh, Paulino, you're talking about?
No, not Paulino, the other you.
Oh, Bentancur.
Who's saying, we need to sign Bentancur? Bro, he's whack. Bro, like, we have to be real. Flawless, we have to have a proper conversation. Because, bro, like, nobody's saying, you know what? You know what's missing in my team? Bentancur. No one is saying that.
And I've said this before about other teams. I use Bournemouth and Areola with that same example. I think Palace Glasgow to a lesser extent because they have some better players. But he's getting the most. Because I think if you give Thomas Frank Palace's team, I don't think Palace perform the way they do. And that's credit to Glasner getting the most out of it. I don't think they do.
Bro, but this is what I'm saying, Flawless. So when we say that these players are good, we have to be real, innit? Like, how I like to judge players is like, yo, even if I can imagine myself, managing a club, that's maybe not a big six club. I'm not looking at these Tottenham players and saying,
no,
run me that. Even Archie Gray, good player. But guess what? I'm not saying go get me a fucking Archie Gray because he's not Premier League ready, blood. He's a youth.
Crazy. That statement you just made is most teams in the league. There's not many teams.
But this is what I'm saying. Imagine if you're David Moyes, and you're at Everton, you're not looking at Spurs and being saying, go get me a Bentancur. Bro, fuck that.
Facts, 100%.
And he's not saying that because he's like, I need someone that's going to perform week in, week out. I need to win games to stay up. I can't be taking risks with these fucking hot and cold scrubs here. Go get me a player that I know that's going to fucking play. Go get me a fucking McGinn or something because I know what I'm going to get out of that and I need that because my fucking job's on the line.
And they're one of the better teams, but outside of the big six, probably Newcastle and Villa. That's most teams in the league. Most teams in the league I look at and I go player-wise. I'm not saying go and get me such and such. I do rate Sarr. There's the odd
Sarr's
player.
a good player, but again, Sarr's like this.
He's here and there.
Sarr's not at the level where he's a 7 or 8 out of 10 every week. He's not at that level. He's had 9 out of 10 performances, but he's not an 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 every week. He's not.
But I think if you put him in Moyes' side, I think he's a 6 and 7 out of a week. A 6 and 7 every week.
But again, Sarr is probably their best centre midfielder though, outside of like not technically, but in terms of all-round midfielder that can give you a bit of everything. He's the main guy.
And that's where the criticism levels at the manager in regards to I say it about Amorim, we said it about Amorim about getting the most out of what you have. I don't rate that Spurs team like that. Granted, I don't rate most teams like that. Palace team, Bournemouth team.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So with that in mind, if Thomas Frank's come in, and he hasn't had an overhaul yet, and the way that he sets up, really relies on his attackers to be quite ruthless. And then you look at that attack. What the fuck is he meant to do with that?
Yeah, don't sit in, counter attack. Do something.
Where's the creative player in that Tottenham team? Because Maddison and Kulu were injured.
Yeah,
they don't have Heung-min Son. They don't have Harry Kane. So who's the creator?
Yeah, true. Say they don't have a.
They have no creator.
Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson, absolutely not. But I look at Sunderland the same way. Who's their creator?
Yeah, but bro, listen. I'll be honest. Granit Xhaka probably going to outscore all their midfielders.
He's not.
You see what I'm saying? The creator is meant to be Xavi. He's a sideways merchant. Xavi Simons.
The issue lies in regards to if you give Thomas Frank that Sunderland side, I think they perform like the Spurs side. Granted, I agree the players are not the best, but I'll say this again: outside of the big five, excluding Spurs, Villa, and Newcastle, I don't rate these individuals. For Bournemouth, it's Semenyo, and I look how they pop the ball around at City, even though they lost the game. That stems from the manager. Same way,
it does stem from the manager.
Go get me a Tyler Adams. Go get me a Scott. Go get me a Tavernier. A Tyler removed, and we didn't even know about
it. It does stem from the manager, but at the same time, when I watched them against City, it was like you saw the clear golfing class between their players and City's players. Yeah, City looked like they can score whenever they felt like it, and that's the difference, isn't it? So
Areola, from a defensive standpoint, he used to do better there, even our rating. But
so when I look at Spurs, their players, like bro, Everton have a better attack than Spurs, bro.
Yes, they do. They do. Yeah.
So with that in mind, do you know what I mean? Like, what do we expect Thomas Frank to do with this team?
It's a question, like I said, of just like zero, like for instance, 0.05 XG is inexcusable. I'm not an XG guy, but that is in it, especially against, you're not playing Arsenal, you're not playing prime Chelsea, you conceded 15 goals. You need to be performing better than that. I think you get, someone will correct me in the chat, I think you get 0.05 XG just by getting on the pitch. I think it starts,
probably.
I don't think it
You know what I'm
starts at
saying?
0.
Probably by just winning a corner or something.
Just by win. So you did nothing. Them players are bad? Yes. That bad? No, they're not Burnley.
Yeah.
And even Burnley will go to, wait, I don't know. No, they've not been. Burnley will go to Spurs and do better. But no, sorry. Burnley will play Chelsea and do better than that. 0.05 XG. Sunderland as well are using as an example. Leeds are used as an example. Granted, the individual quality is not there. They do have Kudus. Let's not just excuse that. Same way Bournemouth utilize Semenyo, do something to utilize Kudus.
Yeah, but even Kudus, Kudus is not, Kudus is not an Mbumo.
No,
do you know what I'm saying? Kudus has got a bag of skills and he can do things, but he's not an Mbumo, where your back's against the wall, he can cut in and just wrap one in the top corner, bro. He's not that kind of player, bro.
Individual quality, though. He's not that kind of player.
He has individual quality, but he's not a match winner. You know what I'm saying? He's not a match winner. Like, he's a very good player, in the right system.
But utilize it, like I'm saying with Thomas Frank, utilize him better because he's talented. We spoke about
I've seen Thomas Frank utilize him in the 2 up front, and I think he played really well, bro. But the thing is, with this Tottenham team, you look at them, and it's just one of them ones where the way the manager sets them up here is heavily reliant on players to be able to figure it out in certain areas, and they just do not have the profiles of players to do that.
Nah,
that's just the way I'm seeing it. Them man are fucking shocking, bro.
The players, again, I'll say this again, the individual quality is lacking there, but still do more than what you like, change it around. Because I think if you give those players to a better manager, they perform better. I think that team does. I don't think they 0.05.
Yeah, maybe they do in a different style, but at the same time, if Frank was doing what Amorim was doing and not making subs, that's one thing. I've seen this player make hella subs, but the thing is, my man's got such little squad depth that when he makes subs, they get worse.
Yeah, he's better than Amorim, I'll say that much. And
then again, they get worse when he makes changes.
He vouched for as well. So I can't even dispute that. That also falls on him. The likes of Pauline and Bentoncourt, there's others, there's players there that he vouched for, like Tel, like Odegaard. That falls on you. You vouching for them. Why did you vouch for Tel? Why did you vouch for Kolo Muani? Not all of them, but there's multiple players there that aren't good enough.
I think a lot of them players were coming in anyway, bruv. I'll be honest, because
but he definitely, if you ask your bro about it, he'll be able to tell you a lot of them players that are there, he vouched for. Not all of them,
bro. But Tottenham recruit for the club. I don't think he really had a say, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because I believe he wanted Mbumo. Do you know what I'm saying? And Mbumo laughed at them, man. He said, "Bro, what are you doing, man?"
Because they tried to get him after. Initially, we went in for him.
Yeah, but they were willing to pay more money as well. So it's not like you get what I'm saying.
Well,
you laughed at them, man.
Yeah, Kudus is not a bad option. He's not a bad replacement. I rate Kudus. I think Kudus.
He's a good player, but the thing is, for the way that Frank here has always had quite a robust attacking options, and even when you look at Spurs' attack. It's like, that's why he likes Richarlison, because Richarlison's quite physical and quite robust, isn't it? Like, this is what he likes, bro. But who's running off Richarlison? Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, Brennan Johnson.
And Matthias Tell, bro. They're cooked, man. Like,
Brennan Johnson.
Like, bro, man, have to keep it real. Brennan Johnson's a scrub, bro. Like, honestly, he doesn't get back into the Forest team that he left.
Yeah, Brennan Johnson, he's not. That is one player I won't defend. I'm just saying do better, even though it's not the best, do better with what you have. But I watch Sunderland play and I don't think it is. Like, and the style of play is awful. You don't help. Like I said, whether you sit in and try counter-attack, do change it. What you are doing, the same way we talk about, do something tactically to change it. Because you are doing nothing. Like I say, Sunderland don't have quality creators in their side. And it works. Same way I use their midfield of Xhaka and Siddiqui, even though I think Siddiqui's a decent player, as why midfield works. You just utilize what you have, even if it's not the best. Granted, Ange had a terrible attack. Granted, Kulusevski's there, but I'm saying from an overall perspective.
Yeah, but Ange was still scoring goals, but then he was leaking, hemorrhaging them at the other side. Like, man saying that Frank's got a decent record, but here's the thing, though. He has got a decent record, but at the same time, it's like people complain about the style of play, but when they were scoring goals with Ange and losing, they was complaining as well, bruv. So
because I think you can do like Ange can do he chose not to. He could have defended, like, you could have set them up defensively better and still got goals out of them. But
Oh,
there's
bro,
goals
he
there.
could have,
Me,
but at the same time, yeah, like the point is, yeah, like there's never gonna be a perfect system, yeah, because their team. When you look at their team, yeah, their team's not really balanced in the sense that if I looked at Tottenham's players, yeah, like in isolation, I couldn't tell you what kind of team it is. Do you know what I'm saying?
I look at the recruitment.
Like, bro, you look at it, bro, because you got Tellen Johnson, yeah, who have decent pace, but they're shit technically. You got Solanke and Richarlison that aren't the same kind of striker at all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got a midfield, yeah. You got Sarr and Basuma that don't really play. They're quite athletic. But other than that, yeah, you wouldn't look at this Tottenham team and say, you know what? It's the most technical team. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not, what is it? It's not a possession team. Is it a counter-attacking team? Is it a what? Like, bro, I don't know what that team is. Probably a counter-attacking team based on the attackers. But the thing is, they don't even have the quality when they're counter-attacking to make teams play, make them pay, because you've got Johnson and fucking Antel blood and these man.
Don't play.
The team's shit, bruv.
Don't play. What's it called? Johnson's awful. But counter-attacking, I've mentioned that a few times. You go that route. That's what I would say. But the man will say currently Brentford have a better attack than Spurs. I think he does this with that Brentford lot. I think he does. With Otara and takeout, because there's no Visa now and there's no Embremo right now. Otara, who is it? Otara, Shada, and whoever else. I don't think he does bits. I think he needs to do more. As much as there is a lack of quality, yes. But there's a lack of quality in Sunderland. I think outside of, Krupi looks half decent now, but we'll see. But same with Bournemouth. Same with other teams. Same with Leeds. And they look more threatening. I even know who's in Leeds attack. We don't talk about Leeds attack. I was saying do more, but yeah.
Yeah. I just think that with the kind of players that they have, yeah, it's very hard to implement a style of play immediately, because there's no style of play that jumps out to me I would say that these guys would suit, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know what their style of play is.
Man was saying they don't want to play a high line because Van der Ven's the only one that can play a high line because he's the only one with pace. So they can't play high line aggressive football. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have the quality to play on the back foot, breaking on teams and making them pay because they've got no clinical attackers. Bro, their squad is just a whole load of nothingness, bro. And that's what they're looking like when they're playing.
Pardon me. Yeah, it's not the best part of me. Yeah, it ain't the best, 100%. It's not.
When they're playing, their games look exactly how they're supposed to look. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a team without an identity that don't really know where they are or what they're supposed to be or what they're trying to be, bro. You know what I mean? The squad is an absolute shambles. So when I look at all of those things, yeah, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And us as a team, yeah, who supposedly recruited a lot better than them in the last 2 summers, yeah, and we have a team that's supposed to have an identity now by the manager. Why are we not going and imposing ourselves on this team and going there and beating them?
We know why. We know why.
Bro, listen, anything less than 3 points.
We know why.
Like, it's unacceptable, my brother.
We know why.
And let's not turn around and say, yo, because what man will say is they beat us 4 times last season. A draw away from home against Spurs is a good result. That's what they're going to say, ignoring the fact that they got pieced up by an out-of-form Chelsea that lost to Sunderland, by the way.
Yeah. Facts, but Rants, here's the thing is, he's unacceptable. His form's been unacceptable. The way the manager's been managing unacceptable. When I say his form, I'm talking about results, people. We know this. He shouldn't be in charge now. So any shortcomings we do have in these games is large in part going to be to him. Whether he's most to blame or he's least to blame, he's going to be at fault for however much you want to proportion the blame towards him. And that's where the issue lies. If we had a better manager, yes, I'm confident. I'm showing chest. My confidence from Manchester United winning this game is just how bad Spurs have been. It's not our greatness. It's not our quality. More so it's them and going, all right, cool. But if they're on it, like I say, set pieces worry me, yes. Teams that they'll run hard and be physical, and we struggle with that. Hopefully we stand up and we get the dub, because we do all these lot. But I don't trust Manchester United in the slightest. I don't trust us at all. At all. Not a chance. Not a chance.
Some joke thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had to guess, what you saying for this game? That I feel like this game, because there's so many different variables, it stinks of a fucking shitty draw, blood.
Yeah, I can see a draw. I'm gonna go 2 on us. Say
You think that
2-1.
we're actually going to win away from home against
I
Spurs?
think we're gonna win away from home. Yeah. I'm banking on them Burmo and Cunha to do the business. They were against Forest, those two in particular, and I think they'll get enough of the ball in the correct areas and create enough.
Let's hope so, innit?
Of course. And I rarely predict wins for Manchester United. It's rare, but yeah, I've watched Spurs. They're not good. So yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1 Manchester United. Don't be it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty because
it was never gonna be. Do you know what I mean? I'm not expecting pretty football from us, bro.
But I don't think Spurs allow you to play pretty because of the way they play. I don't think anyone is gonna look good. I don't think so. We're not gonna, man said, suffer him. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro, suffer him it's facts though, bro. That's the only thing, yeah, that's guaranteed in life is that. Do you know what I'm saying? That Amarim's gonna make us suffer, bro, because he said so himself.
Yeah, it's fucking jolting, isn't it?
The man said Frank's better for us, bro. Based on the squad that we have, the way that Spurs set up, would definitely be better for us. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of them ones where it looks like. I think so because I think we've got quite a clinical attack, bro. We're quite ruthless, bro. Like in the last 4 games, the games that we've won, our conversion rate's been decent.
Score goals because we scored 2 against Forest, 4 against Brighton, 2 against Liverpool, 3 against Sunderland, right? We've been scoring goals, to be honest. The scoring of goals ain't a problem. We've just been conceding.
Yeah, but the fact that we're scoring goals, and we don't even have like a style of play, that tells you everything you need to know, bro. Like if you put the ball in the right areas, like our players are gonna work it out, bro. So
yeah, just pass the ball to them, man. Of course, I could manage that. Hey, and Bremo, can you go out there, play in the 10s? All right.
I've got out there and you lot just go out there and enjoy yourself, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
These men are going to create and score goal. Then you add in Sesko, you add in Ahmad, you add in Bruno Casemiro, you add in Azexi, you add in Maino. There's a lot of attacking talent there. They're going to do the business. 100%.
Well, there you go. But the same man will tell us that we don't have a good squad. We can't compete, bro. So now this is the reality.
We can't compete under this manager.
Exactly.
We can't compete under this manager.
After getting fist up 4 times by Spurs last season, we need to go out there, make a statement, and go and beat them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, brother, after the performance that man saw against Chelsea, man can't allow Spurs to just roll us over, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be a nightmare, bro. And I think everyone agrees that this is a poor Tottenham team, bro. But like you can't trust this United team right now.
Nope.
You'd be a fool to trust them.
Absolutely idiotic. Look at previous. When we were talking about life stuff, when people show me who they are, I believe them. So when a team and a manager shows me who they are, I believe them. I watch. I look at results and performances. I see what's going on, and all right, this is what you are. We know what you're going to get. We were just talking. I know what I'm going to get from Thomas Frank and Spurs. I know what I'm going to get from Amorim and Manchester United. It may vary. Same way Sean Dyche, Nottingham Forest, who we played. Nobody was surprised how Nottingham Forest played against us. We all knew exactly what it was going to be before the game, and it was exactly that during the game. Believe it. That's why I was. What are you saying, scoreline prediction, though?
Well, I'm saying 0-0 or 1-1. I'm saying it's gonna be a draw, bro. Like I can't see what separates us because I think we're both poor inconsistent teams, and I just feel like the way that they play is all wrong for us stylistically. Do you know what I mean? Because they're gonna sit back here, similar to what Forest have the capabilities to do. And then also, I just think that they're not really good enough to really open us up like that because they just got no one. Do you know what I mean? So I'm expecting both teams to kind of cancel each other out because their attack's not good enough and our attack's not good enough. You know, like that. Right. Like I could just see both teams trying to do something and nothing happening, bro.
Yeah. See that? I trust that, like I said, because we have a better attack. That's why I've said 2-1.
I hear that, but our attack was shit against Forest, bro. We relied on 2 set pieces, bro. Yeah. Like we relied on a direct header from Casemiro, and then the ball fell to Ahmad. And we all know about Ahmad's finishing this season, bro. Like this guy's been fucking hitting skyscrapers, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a wonder strike, but I think that was and Bremo and Cunha, I'm always going back them too. I thought they were
we've
poor
always got
against
a
Forest,
chance.
yes. But
We've
with
always
those two,
got a
I'm like,
chance with Mbumo and Cunha, yeah, because they're quality players. But
those two.
if man are looking me in the face and telling me, yeah, the best chance we got is relying on them to have a fucking worldie away from home at Spurs, I'm saying, all right, cool, 0-0, innit? Because you can't be relying on players to just turn up here, like, in these games. Like, there's got to be more than that. Do you know what I mean?
There
like,
should
bro,
be more than that.
You supported United for way too long, yeah? As much as we've seen United have good results against, like, the top four, the big six and all these things, yeah? We never go into one game saying, oh, yeah, this player needs to turn up. Bro, we need the whole team to turn up. You know what I mean? We never went into a game saying, you know what, like, Rooney will get us through this. Brother, we need all of you. Like, the man can't just look at a one player and say, yeah, he's going to win us the game. Nah, bro, all of you, man, need to show up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man can't go against one of the top teams in the league, one of the teams challenging for top four and say, oh, yeah, them two, man, will win us the game. What about the rest of you?
That's where we're at.
The rest of you?
That's that. I deal in the realization of this is where we're at, Rants.
Man, need Bruno to turn up. We need Dalot to not kill us. We need Luke Shaw to turn up. If Luke Shaw's going to start, he might start Harry Maguire.
Luke Shaw's 50-50. Maguire, we need him to be on it. Dalot, we know is going to be.
Yeah, exactly. We need Maguire to be at the races. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we need. He might start Mason Mount. Do you know what I'm saying? And drop Sesko, bruv. So we need Mason Mount to be on it. Bro, don't be surprised if Mount comes in for Sesko and then Cunha goes back up front. Don't be surprised. So we need a bag of people to turn up, bro. Like, we can't just rely on two men to turn up because we need to get the ball to them.
Yeah, true. We need the Brighton performance, absolutely. But when I say that about those two, it's more so they'll be the major difference makers. Of course, you're not going to win it by yourself, but they would against Brighton, for example. They were the major difference makers. Granted, others had good games. Sesko had a good game. I thought Bruno and Casemiro was good as well. I thought Ahmad was good. But they're going to be the major. We spoke just before we were talking about Kudus and Spurs. Lack of difference makers. There are two difference makers. Yes, they need to have the ball. Yes, of course, our defense can't be shoddy. Yes, the midfielders need to be good as well. But it's on those two. Yeah. They'll go as far this season with those two. In those areas. Well, and we have players who are good enough to get them the ball, and more often than not, we have. Like, they got the ball against Forest. They were just poor against Forest. Not just them two. Sesko, Ahmad were either as a quartet. And of course,
this is what I'm saying, but Ahmad turned up when it mattered, so
Ahmad
that will be overlooked, and fair enough. Do you know what I'm saying? But we can't afford to put in a performance like we put in against Forest, because even though it was a draw, collectively as a team, there was no period of the game, sustained period that we were good. We had moments where we looked like we could do stuff, but we never had a 15-20 minute period where we were like, yo, like, we're building something, like the goal's inevitable. You know when you're having a passenger plane, you're like, you know what, any minute now. That didn't happen.
Momentum's with us. Yeah.
We never had the momentum with us at any point in the game, bro. Like, never. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when we scored, the momentum wasn't with us. And then even after we scored, the momentum wasn't with us. So, like, you can look at the result, but don't conflate the result with the performance.
Oh, facts, 100%. I don't combine the two anyway. I called the Forest game in regards to how it went and gave my thoughts on it in regards to how it went. Like, definitely not. Like, I'm fully aware our attack was not on it, and that's why we drew the game.
Yeah,
our attack were on it, and we had a bad 3 minutes from a defensive standpoint. I put the manager to the side. What should be happening and what will happen? No, let me check. What I predict to happen and what will happen are two different things. 110%. Actually, no. What I predict to happen and what I should be expecting is different. That's what I'm saying. Because I should be expecting more, but I can't, because this manager's that bad. The manager's that bad that I know you are going to be a detriment to what we have going on. So we are relying on the individual brilliance of our better players. So that is Dalit, Yoro, Cass, Bruno, Ahmad. That's where we're at.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's where we're at.
Trust me. Yo, before we wrap, man are saying that Trent's getting booed. Did you see that they defaced the mural?
No class, man. Look at what that man brought you, man. Jesus, no class.
What do you make of the situation with Trent? Because it's a weird situation. I can see both sides, innit?
I can see both sides. Where he messed up was the whole when he did the interview and he's talking about staying and all those things. But I'm understanding that players and For some of them, it's a job. They're not here forever. You know what's the one constant at football clubs? The fans. Me, you, and all Manchester United fans. We ain't going anywhere. We've seen our great players leave. So it's like, yo, he won you a whole heap. And I think the board are getting off scot-free. Because I don't know why a player of his caliber was allowed to start a season with 12 months left on his contract. Why is he going into a season the January and it's 18 months left on his deal? This is Trent. This is one of your best players and one of the best fullbacks in Europe. And he's key to what you have going on. Why sell him? I look at the board, sell him. Yeah, it'd be like, oh, because he's scouts and he's through the youth system.
I think they ended up getting some bread for him anyway because of the Club World Cup. I swear they got like a little 20 million euro or something for man. So he didn't go for free in the end.
Yeah, it was like 12 million or something like that, I think, pounds. But my point is, I'm looking at my board. If that's, let's say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a player. Let's say Cunha came through our youth system and he's balling out. And then he gets to 12 months on his deal and he leaves to go Barcelona. I'm looking at my board like, why have you allowed this player who's helped us win everything go on a free? And this is their MO, because look at Kanate now. Even though he's not performing to the well, Kanate is in the same situation.
You make a good point, actually. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. You're right. And even Salah and Virgil, I think they got close to running their contracts down as well, innit? So you have to look at the negligence. Your
captain, your vice captain, and one of your better players in Trent down to 12 months left on their deal. Make that make sense.
Why
are they got 12 months left on his? What is going on? Why are they kicking off the first game of the season and they got 12? Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent are having contract issues.
Yeah,
and people saying running down his contract knowingly. They know his contract was running down. It was a secret.
Yeah, that's it. So they could have forced his hand. They sign the thing now or leave now.
Are we gonna sell you? 20? It should have 24 months. 2 years it should have got to, and it should have been, all right, we're extended. If he says no, all right, we're selling you. Bids, transfer list, let it be known. You cannot lose a player of that caliber for free.
But this is the thing, there's multiple people at fault here. The club are at fault for how they dealt with the contracts, and it's not the first time. Like you highlighted, Konate is probably going to walk on a free now.
One of the better centre-backs in the league.
Poor business. But you look at it as well, yeah. I understand why the fans are pissed with him, yeah, because the lack of transparency from him, yeah, they see themselves as, they saw him as a fan, innit? But I guess maybe that's naivety from them, them one. Maybe it's naivety from them because you know what the Scousers are like. You know what I mean? The world's against them, and you know what I mean? They're not English, they're not anything, they're just Scouse, innit? So cool, innit? Safe. Like you, man, you hold that, innit? But I get what you're saying, innit? Them man like to do the siege mentality thing, yeah? And then they feel like they've been stabbed in their back by one of their own, innit? So I understand it, but at the same time, bro, I'll be honest, I always say, yeah, as much as you claim to be a fan of the football team, yeah, as soon as you start paying for them, yeah, you're not a fan no more. You're an employee. You know what I'm saying? And you'll never be a fan of that club once you get paid by them. Like, you never will. The only time you can be a fan is when you're no longer being paid by them again. And then you go out of your way to watch Man United games when you're not being paid to play or paid to be a pundit. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't believe that a lot of these men are Man United fans, because if they're not getting paid to watch Manchester United, are they watching every single game with us? No, they're not, bro. No. You know what I mean? These men are out working, making their money and getting on with their lives. They're not watching Man United like we're watching Man United. They're not. This is why when you hear the Keanes and all these other guys talk about Man United, you could tell that they ain't watched half of these players. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? The way they talk about some of these players, it's like, bro, you don't watch them.
They ain't looking for 3 p.m. kickoffs. You know what I'm saying? They not searching
hell
around.
No. Do you know what I'm saying? What you think that Roy Keane's looking for an illegal stream and that at 3 o'clock to watch Man United against Burnley? I could tell you that he's not. You know like that. Like let's be real, innit? Like, let's be fucking real. So I ain't even really trying to hear all that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear none of that. So these men, they claim to love the club and all this. Now, bro, listen. You have a soft spot for the club because they paid you a lot of money. Well, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality. Do you know what I'm saying? But most of these men are not fans of the club, and they say that they are. Oh, I love the club. Yeah, cool. Do you know what I mean? The same way you can love a girl, but you don't love girl forever, bro. You know what I mean? You can love a girl and then you get a new thing and then you love her. You know them way there. Right. Like, this is just what it is, bro. As soon as you break up, you don't love her no more. You can love the next thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man would be like, oh yeah, like me and her, we broke up, yeah, but I still keep an eye on her to make sure she's okay. Bro, I got a next thing. What are you talking about?
I'm not
Like,
interested
what we doing?
in criminal ties.
Like, what we doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. So these men are dumb, bro. Like, why are these men pretending like they're fans of the club? Like, even Trent, yeah, it's like, cool. He was a Liverpool fan growing up, yeah. But even if he is, yeah, or was, as soon as you start taking money from the club, you're involved in the politics and you're an employee and you're seeing how the clubs run and all these things, you're thinking about the business of football.
Yes.
Because you'd be an idiot not to. Do you know what I mean? Paul Pogba 100%. Fucked up his career by going back to Man United.
Yeah, he shouldn't have went back to Manchester United. Bad move, should have went elsewhere.
He fucked up his career, bro. I swear to you, yeah, everything that's happened to Pogba wouldn't have happened to him if he went Real Madrid.
Should have went elsewhere, facts. Should have went elsewhere.
It don't make sense, but I promise you it makes sense. If he went Real Madrid, all the stuff that happened to him, yeah, wouldn't have happened. He would have probably won a Ballon d'Or, and this guy would have been retiring as one of the best midfielders that we've ever seen. Instead, do you know what I mean? Man, I got bare nicknames and bare haircuts and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's all man are talking about.
Yeah.
If he went to Real Madrid, he would have won like 4 or 5 Champions Leagues.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, they're talking about his name different, you know?
Talking about him in a whole different light. Absolutely.
Bro. Absolutely. And this is why you can't do that. I'm a fan of the club shit, yeah, when you play for the club. It doesn't make, when you play football, it doesn't make sense.
You got to make, and you know what? I think Trent made the right decision going to Madrid.
And Trent believed, yeah, that the best decision for him, yeah, from a football standpoint, yeah, was to go to Real Madrid. So, you got to own that, though. Like, don't do the Buki thing like, oh, you know what? Man loves the club, innit? I want to captain the club and do all these things. And then 2-2, just run down your contract, slide out the back door, safe. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is why they're pissed. I get it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand why they're being pissed, because they feel, like you said, more betrayed because he's Scoused. I know, I've heard his family is actually.
But
that could be
your club betrayed you, blood, because your club should have kicked him out. When they realized he wasn't signing the contract, when it got down to 18 months, they should have told him, you're leaving, bro, and you don't have a choice. We need to do what's best for the club. They didn't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
And now man's warming the bench at Madrid. It's not even like man's starting, you know? That's crazy. My man forced his way out the relationship and now he's sleeping on the couch somewhere else. It's not even work. It didn't make no sense.
Kind of like when you're in a relationship, going back to sticking with the gal analogies, and you know the relationship's going south. You know the gal ain't interested in you as much, and you ain't as interested in her as much. You lot spending less time together. You lot talking less. You see the writings on the wall. Keep it stepping. You can't be surprised then when she leaves. She's like, I'm leaving.
It's mental, you know.
You're shot.
Actually mental, bro.
You're shot. Like, yo, what you mean you're leaving, right? We haven't spoken how long? We haven't gone out in how long? Like, you know when it's when
the curtains are on the wall, blood. Word to Saeed, blood. You know wait there. You know when the curtains are on the wall, cuz
you can see it.
You know, like that.
Look at the wall and go, yo, the curtain is right there. You know,
bro, it's peak
on the wall right there, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Man saying he came back from an injury, bro. I'm telling you, yeah, that man ain't got no intentions on playing him. Carvajal is one of the best fullbacks in the world, yeah. If Carvajal's fit, yeah,
Carvajal.
I can't lie. Trent's a backup dancer.
Yeah, Carvajal. Because I'll just look at it and go, hey, Carvajal like 33, 34. He ain't got too many years left. Let me go.
But bro, but you say he ain't got too many years, bro. Trent ain't trying to sit on the bench for 2 years.
Hey,
with his brother.
You know what? Work at your game and take his spot then. Because they got Valverde, you can play right back as well. It's tough over there. But he would have known this going forward.
Yeah, no, I speak still. Can't lie, it's a bit of a mad one, man. But yo, people, them watch along for Bayern PSG. It's supposed to be the game of the evening. You get me? Hopefully they don't disappoint. What you got coming up for the rest of the evening, bro?
Blessed for having me first and foremost. Appreciate Rants every single time. Big up, yo. You make sure you buy tickets to the fight as well, man. Buy tickets to the fight.
Yeah, bro. Man, are always pinning the link for the tickets at the start of every stream. Also, man's going to record some fight promo shit on Friday, guys. So Friday's a busy day for me, so I'm moving my shows around. So the Friday shows, man, will do them between tomorrow and Thursday. Because man's got to go into central London to do like a gloves are off thing and a face off and all these other things, bro. So yeah, bro, man's gonna check this dickhead's temperature. You know them ones. I want to see what he's on. You know them, because bear man can chat online. Let me check the temperature. in
He
real
does.
life.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? When I see you, let me see if you're smoky like that. You ain't smoky like that. Do you know what I mean? Because man be talking bare shit in the comments. When the fight got announced, this bro was responding to every comment like it was Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Talk about, yeah, don't need 5 rounds and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Safe. You know what I mean? Let's see if you're that brave in real life, innit? Let's see if you got all that chat. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna find out, bro.
Yeah, people. So, yo, go support. Like I say, I'll be there. It's in London, so you lot pull up. But yeah, like I said, blessed for having me. I'm gonna go over to this watch along. Sarcasm City TV Extra, you lot. Obviously, you lot support heavily from over here. So subscribe to the main channel, Sarcasm City TV, but Sarcasm City TV Extra. The other is my other channel. I'm gonna do the Liverpool Real Madrid watch along over there, but other Champions League, Premier League games, done Man United, NBA content all over there as well, people. So yeah, man, get over to the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel, going live in literally a minute.
That's it, people. So yeah, you already know what time it is. As usual, you know, bruv, literally back to back, people. Do you know what I mean? So run up the likes, drop a comment in the next stream, and we're straight back on it.